I thought that at the start, just our energy and our pace that we played at the start, I think was the best we've been all season. Probably like the Richmond game away where we were outstanding for that first probably 35 minutes. We were great, and then we conceded that yellow card, which was a crucial time in the game, and then suddenly we went 30 minutes with 14 men and 6 minutes at that time with 13 men. So that part of it, but I look at the positive element. I thought the boys were great, and their mindset, some of the execution in them first 3 tries was great.
The 3 yellow cards in that game, what would you make to those?
Well, I think Smithy's one with the trip is a yellow card, no matter what level it is and whatever it is. Ryan Burrows, because Smithy gave a high tackle before that, so Ryan Burrows' one was a double up after it, so the referee had no choice. But we know the rules. We know that's what it is now. You can't then think that, well, he's I'm 6'7" and Smithy are a lock, and he's 5'11", and that difference is always going to be a high. Well, we have to try and look at that and work on ways to not let that happen. And if it does, we've got to carry the can as a team, and hopefully, it doesn't happen too often.
And credit to Rotherham, they were 28-0 down for 12 minutes, but they came back and made a game of it.
Yeah, they took their opportunities that second half to 42-7. And then they got a sniff, and then suddenly a yellow card led to a drive, and then the next yellow led to a kick chase with a number down, and Joe tried to rush him, and the boy beat him and finished it off. So yeah, credit to them. They had a lot of pride to play for, and nothing to lose. We knew that. We said at half time they'll try and run everything, so we can't kick loose. We kicked loose on one occasion and they scored 7 from it. So credit to them. They'll be disappointed because they didn't do a lot wrong in that first 20. We just finished really well, and that's a different element to it. It's very hard for they didn't actually have tackles to make, because when we made a line break, we scored. And that's difficult for them, but I'm just looking, our side, we were great in certain parts, and if we can cement some of them little bits of our game and produce a bigger performance for longer, and the pitch is firm up, we will be a tough team if we get that confidence going forward.
Did you switch off at all in the second half?
It's very hard to say. When we played, with 13 men at the start of it, and then 14 for the next 20.
Yes.
That's very hard, and every team struggles with that. So we can see we lost the second half 19-14 with a 42-7 first half. So that side of it is disappointing, yes. But these things happen, and we have to just try and deal with them. And if the player individually can deal with 2 of the yellow cards, then the team wouldn't have suffered on other bits. So we hands in rucks at certain times as well, when we're just trying to force something. And we need to learn from that, because in the big games that we may not get the opportunities like we did today. So we've got some big games coming up. Pirates at home, Jersey away is a tough one. London Irish twice, Doncaster, Richmond here, who've been a great win yesterday. So we can't be under any illusions that there's any easy games left. But we're in a great position, and we should be proud of that position. And we've got a big point, 50 points today.
Yes.
With 30 minutes with 14 men who still scored 50. So that's not to be knocked at. That's to be looked at in a positive manner. But let's look at the points in the table. Is where we are. We needed the 5 today. We've got it. We've got a week off next week with no game. We'll work hard tomorrow when we come back in and analyse. And then a tough day Wednesday, tough day Friday. And then look forward to the weekend off.